about.
Hello everyone, I'm going to be talking about the marketing channels, touch points, and the strengths and weaknesses of each. So one of the first touch points on marketing channels is the company's website, which is tesla.com or www.tesla.com. And the main reason why this website is so important, as we all know that Tesla, they don't have third-party dealerships. So if you would want to buy a car, you're going to buy a car directly from Tesla itself. There is showrooms that provide you test drives and information more about the cars, but they are not allowed to sell cars. They redirect you to the website itself. So having a well-organized website filled with information will allow customers to know more about the product itself, and it will help out customers to have this unique purchasing experience. Pause. Hello everyone, I'm going to be talking about the marketing channels, touch points, and the strengths and weaknesses of each element. So one of the first marketing channels is the company's website. As we know, it's tesla.com or www.tesla.com. And why is this website really important is because Tesla, the company itself, does not have a third-party dealership. So whenever you want to purchase a car, you're going to have to purchase it directly from Tesla itself. There is showrooms that provide you with information and test drives of the car so that you could test how it feels, but they're not allowed to sell cars. They are going to redirect you to a website. So having a organized website that's filled with information is really important in this case. And I wrote down some couple of points about the website itself that's gonna make it much more convenient than any other website. So one of the first points being that it is filled with information. So it tells you everything about the car, everything you want to know about the car. Let's say, for example, how many miles to the gallon and what's the top speed or the acceleration and all the options in the car itself. It also allows the customer to have a very unique buying experience because hence you're buying it from Tesla itself, not from any other dealership. Third point is going to be the user forms and the guidance in the website. So as you start as you go on the website and then you want to purchase a car, so there's going to be a person that's going to help you throughout every single step of the process of that. In case you wanted to ask of a specific option in the car, what is this option, what does it do, and how much does it cost, he's going to be there able to help you. And lastly is the online presence is technically a balance of information, commerce, community press, release consumer updates and connections to other business within the Tesla network. So I'm going to show you a brief preview of the website itself. As you can see, it's www.tesla.com. So on the top you have the Tesla's logo, and then you have all the models of Tesla itself. So if you go to order yours, and then it's going to give us two models, which is the Model S and the Model X. So let's say we want to go and configure the Model S. And then it's going to redirect you to Tesla's design studio. So here you have a preview of the car itself, which you could see the car in different angles. And if you want to see the interior of the car, you would just press on the interior, and then it's going to show you all the other leather options and trimming of the widths if you want, and with the prices accordingly. So other than that, you get a choice of different power outputs, and here on the right there's a column that says that if you're going to choose this model, it's going to be this much per month. This is if you want to lease it, and then if you want to have a loan, this is how much is it going to cost, and then in case if you want to pay cash, this is everything, all the information that you need. And then if you keep scrolling down, it's going to tell you the standard equipment. You need to bear in mind that everything that you see here is according to the model that you choose on top. So let's say if we go, for example, to the most expensive model, you're going to have other different options as well. And then the standard equipment is everything which is the same throughout all models. And then if you keep scrolling down, you have the options. So for example, the first option is the enhanced autopilot. So it's gonna give you a brief description of what this option does and then how much is it gonna cost. So second being distribution. So Tesla disrupted the traditional strategy of distribution by not acquiring any third-party dealerships. Thus, Tesla instead built a company-owned network of stores and galleries where all the consumers and customers could see the car but not actually purchase them. No one could purchase any car in any single Tesla store. All the purchases are done through their website, which that adds a little bit more of an authentic feeling to it. The second touch point is going to be Tesla blogs and social media. Elon Musk can be considered as a consumer marketeer by interacting with the community through Tesla blogs and providing his fan base with updates on the company, which is really important when it comes to positioning Tesla against the other automotive industry. He feels genuine, like the guy is next door, a bit geeky, but not the polished CEO. He is very authentic. Musk is very active on social media, especially on Twitter. As we could see here, I have Tesla's Twitter page up. So he keeps followers looped in on everything happening in the business, making sure that Tesla's growth feels like a community effort that involves everyone. Beyond that, he also posts something irrelevant to Tesla, and sometimes he responds to individuals. So I'm gonna show you like some posts that he does post on Tesla's website, Twitter page itself. So one of them being this regarding the meeting at the White House. So this is an example of irrelevant posts when it comes to Tesla. Another example of that is the blanket entry ban on citizens from certain primarily Muslim countries is not the best way to address the country's challenge. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about Tesla itself. It could be just general updates and his opinions on things that's going around in the world. And the nice thing is that he also responds to customers, to consumers. So even despite him being a CEO, he always makes this effort and has the time to help out the people. So the third touch point is going to be stores and galleries. So Tesla has over 200 stores in between North America, Europe and Asia, including 2 in China. So these stores are not located in the fancy street or something like that. They're located next to your mall, next to Zara and Dior and such things like that. So I'm gonna leave you with a footage of stores of Teslas all over the world, including some kiosks at malls, especially the one in recently opened in Dubai in UAE, which they have 2 cars on display. The fourth touch point is gonna be called over-the-air software update. So this is actually an interesting one. So all of the cars that you buy, they have a running life or an engine life. So at like let's say 10,000 kilometers, they're gonna have to go into service for oil change or minor service or major service. So when it comes to Tesla, since it's just run on battery, there is no servicing in the car. So there's something else which is called over-the-air software update. So anyone in the factory just sends an update, and this update's gonna get downloaded in each and every single Tesla out there on the road. And then you're gonna have all the new features, including this update, or this update could even include bugs that are fixed from previous patches, and it saves Tesla and the consumer money and time, and time is the most convenient thing here in this case. Tesla did not only want to build a brand, but it also wanted to increase the popularity of all the electric vehicles in the industry. So by using a brand-led approach, enabled Tesla to disrupt the car manufacturing sector in 3 distinctive ways. One being advertising, second being distribution, third being reinventing the car manufacturing CEO. So in terms of advertising, believe it or not, Tesla actually spends $0 on advertising compared to other car manufacturers, whether they were big car manufacturers or small car manufacturers. They spend millions of dollars just to promote their products. Instead, Tesla is focused on the brand narrative and on using social media to drive brand awareness. The last point is going to be destination charging. As we all know that Tesla is running on battery and nothing else but battery. So there is charging stations. There's 5,195 charging stations all over the world, including of 810 of them being supercharging stations. So supercharging stations charge your Tesla from zero to full, not in hours, in minutes. And Tesla usually placed those charging stations, whether it was regular ones or supercharging stations, near to malls, restaurants, resorts, and things like that, so that you could finish other activities while you're charging your car.